For 18-year-old Isabel Anderson, the pandemic may always be remembered for when she, in her words, got stuck in her own head. A head that was telling her she must get thin.
Had there not been a pandemic, do you believe this would have happened?
Absolutely not. I was waking up every morning with nothing to do essentially but focus on what I ate and look at myself in the mirror. That really, it was just like this perfect storm of events that contributed to me developing this eating disorder.
Before the spring of 2020, Isabel had begun dieting and lost 40 pounds. But when the world shut down, she developed an addiction to exercise and obsessive habits of food control, cued by a culture that was saying, if not now, when?
The meals I were eating were very small in portion and devoid of nutrients at all times. And also, I was very rigid about when I had to eat. And that's something I'm still working past.
Isabel did not want to divulge what had been her daily calorie intake or total weight loss for fear of triggering issues in other young women.
What does it say there?
Her mother knew there was a problem when Isabel's period stopped.
When that doesn't happen for a year, it has negative consequences. So that really kind of started us thinking we needed to do something different.
Dr. Angela Guarda, who runs the eating disorders program at Johns Hopkins Hospital, diagnosed Isabel with anorexia, the eating disorder that includes obsessions about weight, food, and body image, and can lead to extreme and dangerously unhealthy weight loss.
The pandemic seems to have drastically affected the risk for eating disorders. In fact, more so than for other psychiatric conditions.
And nearly 2 years into the pandemic, Dr. Guarda says young people are still feeling the effects of stress, social isolation, and the initial changes in eating patterns.
In fact, pre-COVID, patients could wait up to 3 weeks for an inpatient spot in the eating disorders program. Now the wait can be months.
And this is a worldwide phenomenon.
It is something Isabel realized when she started college last fall at Amherst in Massachusetts. We spoke to her from her dorm room.
People really do not understand how expansive this condition is and how many people struggle with it.
And many present just like her.
It's important to recognize that the majority of individuals affected by eating disorders are not visibly underweight. In fact, the majority, are going to be normal weight or at higher weight.
Isabel says she feels about 80% recovered and is not letting that little voice in her head win out.
There's some days that are harder than others, but for the most part, I feel really great about where I'm at.
And we continue to wish Isabel well. Now, Isabel saw Dr. Guarda only virtually when she was treated as an outpatient. She still checks in with her, and while at school, receives help through her college's dietitian and counseling center. If you or someone you know needs help, Dr. Guarda recommends contacting the National Eating Disorders Association. They have a helpline, and you can find a link on WBALTV.com under Maryland Peace of Mind.